Hey guys, and welcome back to Patrick Perkins Photography. As you can see, we're in the studio tonight, and forgive me, the audio is not the best. We get a lot of echo in here, but bear with me. Good thing you can't hear audio and pictures, right? I get a lot of questions about how I do my light paintings and how I do my night landscapes, and I get the real feathery looking water and stuff like that. Rather than put together a long video of how I do it and confuse everybody because you're watching a video and I'm actually doing it, I'm going to offer some classes. Or I'll actually come in, you guys can come in with me, we'll sit down, I'll show you how to use the camera, I'll show you how to manipulate the settings, and we'll actually go out and perform some shots. So the day that you show up for the class, you'll walk away with a nighttime landscape light painting. And that could be anything from waterfalls to the sparkler pictures and all that stuff that I'm capable of and that some of you have seen on the sites and asked me about. So with offering that class, there's a couple of requirements that I need to make you guys aware of. And one of those requirements, which is an absolute must, is that you have to have a digital camera that has a manual mode to it, because we will be manipulating the settings in the camera to get the results that we want. So it has to have a manual mode. You have to have a tripod, because being able to hold the camera for a long period of time without shake is just not possible. So you have to have a tripod. You need to have a trigger or an off-camera shutter release. Now, it's not a requirement, but it makes life just so much easier to have that. If you can do the settings for your camera, for your shutter release, it'll work also. But if you have like an off-camera shutter remote or something like that, that's going to be a real good help to you. Warm clothing, it's the time of year where it's just going to be one of those times where we're out, it's going to be cold, a lot of standing around. We'll start off in a classroom or the studio here, and then we'll move out to location, and it'll be cold, so I want you to wear a lot of warm clothing. And then some type of editing software. I highly recommend Photoshop CC17 or Lightroom, or something that you can manipulate layers and have a lot of options when you go to edit the images. So those are the requirements and the requests that I would have of you. I'm still kind of figuring out what the cost is, and it's going to be dependent upon how many people show up or are interested in it. So we're looking at between $50 and $75 a person, because it'll have classroom instruction and it will actually out on location and being with you. So we're looking at probably a 4-hour block on one afternoon where we can get you out and actually get the shots. But at the end of the class, you will have a beautiful light painting photo that you can show off to your friends. It's going to be an introduction type, an introductory level photography session. So you don't have to be a professional photographer. You don't have to be paid for your work. I will walk you through what is needed and how to set the camera. And it doesn't matter what style camera you have. It could be Canon, Nikon, Sony, whatever it is. And as long as it has that manual mode, we'll be able to get a really, really nice result for you. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to have a lot of these videos coming out because I get a lot of response out of them rather than just posting pictures. So check out the website. It's www.patrickperkinsphotography.com, and of course on the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Patrick Perkins Photography. Thank you guys for all the support that I've gotten. I couldn't be here without you.